Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Adventures of Estuary Adventures. Well, it's officially Friday. We have been out and about all week long. No one's booked charters with us, so we've just been having fun, doing our thing, catching fish, crabbing, doing the whole nine. So what we got today is we are out at Jenkins Creek, Florida. And we're going to be going out and pretty much just doing what we've been doing all week. Ride around, have a good time, check for bait, catch some fish. Sums up pretty much what we've been doing all week. So, let me drop some clips from this past week. Haven't been able to really do as much videotaping as I wanted to because we've just been so busy baiting lines and tying leaders, and it's just so much stuff I had to do this week to keep the fish on the line. I mean, God, yesterday I probably tied 35 leaders in 2 hours. So let me roll those clips. Let me show you what we've been working with, and all right, there you have it. Pretty cool. Micro rod challenge with Julia, crabbing with my mom. Pretty much all basic stuff. So we're gonna get this boat loaded in here. We're gonna go hit the water and see what it's like out here today. We got a pretty low tide, but it's coming up pretty quick. Should be some good fishing on this incoming tide. Even though I am not a fan of high tides, I am a negative low tide guy. So we're gonna go make it happen on an incoming tide with the high tide. So let's get this boat in the water. Let's go figure something out. Alright guys, as you can see, we're at our first spot of the day. We got the dolphins right behind us. They're pretty much doing the same thing I'm doing, waiting for this tide to come up. It's kind of low right now. We're sitting in about probably 8 to 10 inches of water. Yeah, we're just waiting for these fish to kind of wake up and get moving here. So already got a little bit of action going on. I see stuff swirling around and stuff's moving. The dolphins are chasing everything around. So we're just gonna wait out the first bite, kind of see what the fish are hungry for. We're fishing with mud minnows and shrimp today, so hopefully that helps us out. They've really been liking the mud minnows lately, and goodness gracious, just look how shallow it is. These dolphins are nuts. Yep, as soon as the camera turns off, we ended up catching a rat. Every single time. There you go. Nice little 3-spotter. Little guy, probably just legal. So, get you a close-up of that guy right there. I mean, as soon as I turned the camera off, he hit the line. So, first one of the day, we're gonna let him fly and hopefully find more of these guys. So, today's just beginning. See what we can get into. There he goes. All right, let's go find more. Alright guys, just like that, we moved on to our second spot and we got our second fish. So slap this little guy back in here, see if we can get another. Oh, we missed him. No freaking way. Is he back on? Dang, man. This wind is making things so challenging. Micro rod and see if we can have some fun with that. We're just going to throw shrimp on this. back's gonna go too. All right, guys, here you got it. There you have it. Redfish on the micro rod. We got another one back here. So it's safe to say that the fish are moving back here in these little pools. Have it. Micro rod and a redfish. Another small guy, but the small guys have been going strong out here, so toss him back. That was on a shrimp. We'll get both of these loaded back up. Super small ones, if I can't help it. It's the best time of year because the shrimp are just so big out here. Here's another catch. It's probably been on there for 5 minutes. Old needlefish. A grade A bait stealer. Rows and rows of teeth. Some people say snook love these guys. If you've ever caught a snook on a needlefish, comment below. This is what I'm talking about, wintertime shrimp. That guy is a shrimp. You could probably put him up in probably 3 or 4 pieces. This guy belongs on a dinner plate. All right, another one. They're just coming out of the woodwork over here. So you can tell the spawn's been really good out here because you always find the ones out here in the, you know, probably 15 to 17 inch range, just under slot, but all these fish are going to grow up to be absolute beauties. They're all healthy, nice blue tails, some of them double spot, single spot, just real nice fish that's producing out here in Jenkins Creek. So we're going to set this guy back and bait up again. Baby pole going out for another red. You're kidding me. We had one. It's so hard to set the hooks on these. Needlefish are all over these shrimp. Starting to pick up now. Mud minnow. That looked like a good strike there. Yep, sure is. I said, all these smaller reds are just packed up in here, eating whatever they can, trying to get away from these mud minnows. Well, trying to get away from the dolphins and other stuff like that. Look at this little guy, maybe 12 inches if he's lucky. But yeah, look how perfect of a fish that is. You know, this fish can't be that old. Just perfect colors, perfect spots, absolute gorgeous fish. This fish is going to grow up to be a really, really nice fish one day. And hopefully we can catch him. So back in you go, little guy. All right, let's cast another one out. I should have bought 3 dozen mud minnows. I really should have. We are running out of mud minnows real fast. We'll have to switch to shrimp after that. All right, we're just not getting any breaks today. Oh, he's hooked good. All right, no breaks today, guys. Wow. You want to talk about hooked? This one's hooked. Okay, so I guess it's just not mud minnows doing the trick, because this guy just attacked a 3-inch shrimp. That, my friends, is a healthy redfish. Beautiful fish there. Beautiful fish. So let's get a measurement on it. See what we got. Now that is a beautiful 23-inch redfish on a shrimp. Little shrimp this big. Beautiful 23-inch red. So we're gonna get rebaited and back on. Well, guys, it's 11:41 in the morning. The tide has been pretty much pouring in, even though we got a east-southeast wind today. And as you can see, the fishing has been fairly good. You know, 5-6 reds so far. Oh, got another one. Oh, I think we missed that one. I think we missed him. Now you've seen that. how the redfish just hit my pole and then just automatically just stopped. I'd say about 50% of the time, sit there and wait. Because sometimes they hit it, run, come back, and then hit it again. What I usually do is I usually keep slight pressure on the rod just to see if there's anything still going on there. I'll give it 2 or 3 minutes, and if nothing happens in that 2 or 3 minutes, I don't feel anything pulling or any little, bumps or anything like that, I'll pull it in, because most of the time that means they just took your bait. But as I was saying, we mainly came out here to check my mud minnow traps. So ended up picking up some shrimp and some mud minnows from Dixie Lee Bait, and wanted to play around till the tide came up, so that's what we're doing today. We're just playing around. But if you would like to do some of this, sitting around waiting for fish to bite, maybe some top water, maybe some paddle tail, some artificial, your choice. All you got to do is call the number 352-238-9563. It's right here on the back of my shirt. I'm not feeling much. Yep. Just what we thought. So, there you go. They will rip the minnow off the hook. It does happen. So we'll bait this up. I'm gonna give it probably 20-30 more minutes, and then probably just check my traps and go for a ride, check things out, try and find some fish somewhere else, and who knows, maybe call it a day. We're really going to look for some black drum today. I do want to start checking a couple spots here and there for some black drum. So, on that note, guys, give us a like, give us a subscribe. A lot of you are liking, not a lot of you are subscribing. I only give away my secrets to my subscribers, and if you think I'm giving away secrets here, you have no idea. I'm the kind of captain that gives people actual coordinates, so hit that subscribe and follow along. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Our Instagram is going to be @4RealNeil, and so is our TikTok, and obviously we are on Facebook, Estuary Adventures, and Estuary Adventures on Instagram. So guys, give us a subscribe, give us a follow, shoot us a message, let's go fishing. You could be sitting here right now catching all these fish. Alright, let's get another one baited up. Let's get our 30 minutes in. Checking our trap now. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, little pins. Looks like a mud minnow in there. Let's drop the anchor and see. Alright. Looks like a really big mud minnow. Really big mud minnow. Alright. Got some crabs. Alright, one nice bait pinfish. A believe we got a couple dozen out of our other pinfish as well. Now that, my friends, is a mud minnow. That's a good one. Now, looks like we just have a small arrangement of pinfish here, probably, I'd say just over half dozen. So throw those in the bucket. There we go. We've still got bait in our trap. So set this sucker back out. I seen more bait in a different area, so I think we're gonna go try that. Yeah, we're gonna go try that in a different area. Probably can't hear me, but the wind is really picking up now. Like a black girl there. we are back on land, guys. Pretty eventful trip today, even though the winds have been kicking our butts. And yeah, pulled up 2 traps, got about 2 dozen pinfish, and caught a few reds today, as you guys seen. The couple, you know, probably 5, 6 reds, no big deal. Nice easy day. So on that note, our video tomorrow, we're going to be picking up crab traps for my dad and his friend. So join us for that tomorrow's episode. We're going to be pulling up 5 or 6 crab traps. Nothing crazy. They just want to do a little crab boil, and that's what we're going to be doing. So tune in for tomorrow's episode. I've got to get this boat cleaned. So we're going to do a little segment on getting the boat cleaned, because right now it is absolutely trashed. Absolutely trashed. I mean, it is just caked with mud. There's mangroves, there's leaves, there's sticks, there's dead minnows on the floor. I'm going to show you what I use to keep my mud boat looking tip-top shape for all my clients and all my friends and family. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video, and stay tuned for this boat cleaning. You might learn a thing or two, or you might do the same thing I do. Alright. Alrighty. So, as you guys can see, maybe you can't, but the mud boat is just caked with mud. I mean, there's mud, sand. I mean, this stuff is nasty. I mean, the entire boat. You can barely see the camo because there's just so much mud. Trash, debris, dirt, you name it. My bow fishing rig's in there, my chicken stick. It's all disgusting. It is all disgusting. So we are going to go over our plans on getting all this cleaned up. I mean, I got fish guts dried to the seats. It's just bad. So, oh, we also need to clean that cooler as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to get this boat cleaned up. I'm going to show you exactly what I use and how I use it, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, guys. So as you know, I'm cleaning the boat. Just wanted to go over what I use to clean the boat, and that is Mean Green. I am not sponsored by Mean Green. Mean Green does not pay me to use their products. But from what I've used so far, between Purple Power, Dawn dish soap, all that other good stuff, the best thing that works for me is this Mean Green. It's safe on my EVA foam for the boat, so nothing gets stained, nothing gets discolored, doesn't eat it, all that good stuff. And it's relatively cheap, and you can buy the whole gallon at Dollar General. So that's good stuff for me. So let's get this Mean Green mixed up, add it on the boat, and we'll go over our whole process with you and show you exactly what we're doing. Alright, guys, first thing I like to do, get the old water hose out, spray down the deck, spray everything down with fresh water. Nice fresh water, get everything nice and saturated, nice and wet. Get it all soaked down. Make sure that EVA foam really soaks the water in, because that's what's going to help you. That's what's going to help you with this high dollar EVA foam. Now, my EVA foam was put on professionally. It wasn't done by myself like my last boat or anything like that. So it's all done professionally. So as you can see, we're just rinsing everything off. Poles. We're getting all that good stuff, making sure it's nice and wet. We're just wanting the EVA foam to kind of soak in a little bit of the water and basically loosen everything up. That's what we're doing. Take all this big stuff down here and wash it all down to the end. Wash it all the drains, and then we'll just go ahead and just soak everything. Soak everything, especially the spots where I had the cut bait. I was cutting in the back behind that seat. Spray the motor down real good. Spray the cooler off, light bar, all that good stuff. Get it all nice and wet. Soak the GPS. And then, once we get all this washed off and rinsed off and everything else, we're going to take all of our good stuff out of the boat, bow fishing rig, fishing poles, all that good stuff, pull it all out, and then we'll be on to our next step. Alrighty, so what we did here, we just simply put our Mean Green Super Strength in our little 2700 psi pressure washer. It has a little tank, so it mixes the water and does the soap thing that everybody loves. And what I do with that, I just pop the pressure washer on, put on the soap nozzle, and I basically do the same thing as the rinse. The only difference here is I'm gonna soak it probably 2 or 3 times, depending on how much I just gave myself in the thing there. I do the Bimini top, the Garmin, the seats. As you can see, it works really quickly, especially on fish guts. You can see the water kind of turning like a brownish color. And the Mean Green really works good for the Millennium seats. I don't know what it is, but it just keeps the fabric looking good. And it doesn't have any like mildew or anything. It took all the mildew off that I did have on them. So that's what we're doing. We're just going to soak this 2 or 3 times. Let it sit a little bit. Let it set up. And then we'll soak it again, and then soak it again until we're out. And then we'll give it a nice turbo blast.